One, that marijuana was created. God created all the herbs of the field for us. Now, yes, he did, but he created it for meat. He thought it was so important. He didn't just say it once. He said it twice. It is not for smoking. It is for food. Number two, did God lie to Adam and Eve that in the day that you eat of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, you shall surely die? No, he did not. For a day for the Lord is as 1,000 years. 2 Peter 3, verse 8. Psalm 90, verse 4, and Adam lived till he was 930 years old, dying before that 1,000 years, that first day. Genesis 5, verse 5 records. And he begot many sons and daughters. He populated the whole earth. This is who Cain was afraid of. He was afraid of his siblings, those that had populated the earth. Eve was the mother of all living. Genesis 3, verse 20. There was no secretive creation account, no other earth. Genesis 2 is an expansion of Genesis 1. Genesis 2:4 is referencing Genesis 1:1. The genealogy, the generations of the heaven and the earth that God made, there was only one heaven and earth. Genesis 2:5, the trees and the herbs are referencing those seeds and the fruit in Genesis 1:12. Genesis 1:26, God makes man in his image, male and female. We find that again being expanded upon in Genesis 2. Now, why is it important? Because we find we are being primed for these different creations, to believe in aliens, to believe we are not the most important thing in our Father's eyes. Why? Because as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be at the coming of the Son of Man. Luke 17, verse 26. And what happened in Genesis 6, just before the flood? Well, we had fallen angels coming to earth. The sons of God lusted after the daughters of man, and they had children with them. They brought forth these giants, men of renown, these Nephilim. Now, who are the sons of God? Sons of God, were they angels? Yes, they were. Why? Because in Job chapter 1 verse 6 and Job 38 verse 7, firstly they are there before creation, and they are coming together before the Most High God with Satan amongst them. Satan was also an angel. Why? Because God is a spirit. John 4 verse 24. You cannot be in the flesh and come to God. It is enmity against God. Romans 8 verse 7 to 8. It would perish. You have to be an angel. It is why Jesus Christ says we will be spiritual and shall not marry. It is why they committed such a great sin that we find it talked about 2 Peter 4:4, 2 Peter 3:19. Jude speaks about it. We find it over and over again. As it was in the days of Noah, it shall be these angels that come down, not aliens.